Hey everyone, it's time for Isaac's Saturday Race Tips, Isaac's Easter Saturday Race Tips, and today I look at races at Caulfield and at Rosehill. So without any further ado, let's get straight to the ones at Caulfield. We'll skip the first 5 races and head straight to race 6, which is the Rob Taranto Handicap race. Now this race is a 1,000 metre, and I think number 1 Diamond Effort will have a lovely run. She's got barrier 8. But my heart and soul is set on Sword of Mercy number 4, who's got barrier 3, and Damien Lane's on board for this horse. Both these horses are mares, and gee, they're both beautiful horses. They both had a freshen up for 3 weeks, about a month or 2 ago. So hopefully, they're both up to their best form. If not in this race, maybe later on down the track. Like I said, Diamond Effort, she'll have a good run, but Sword of Mercy, gee, I think she'll pepper and get a lovely win. That's where my heart and soul's set on, so I'm sticking with number 4, Sword of Mercy. Race 7, the Ned's Easter Cup. Gee, what a race. It's the main race of the day. It's a 2,000 metre, and it's hard to go past the favourite, number 2, Persan, who's got barrier 12, Jai McNeil on board. Now, early in March, it had a ripper run and win at Moonee Valley, so hopefully it gets another win today. If not Persan, I've got number 3, the old fella, Harlem. Barrier 3, currently backed at $11, so really good odds. Now, the last time it placed was in 2020, on the 14th of October at Caulfield in a 2,000 metre. So you never know, the old boy might surprise everyone and get a place or even the win. Could you imagine that? Gee, Harlem winning the Easter Cup for 2021. Gee, that would be a shock to the system. But gee, it'd be great to see. Number 11, Mohammedaeus, is who I've got as well. Barrier 8, Luke Curry on board. Gee, you love to see, roughies win and unexpected horses to win in races like this. So that's why I've taken number 3, 11, and I've also, of course, chucked in number 2, the favourite. So I've got a balance of the favourites and the roughies. So it should be a good race, and there's my picks for that one. Race 8 is the Elvis Thurgood Victoria Handicap. I've got number 1, Mr. Quickie. Now, it's got a wide barrier in barrier 16, but it's nothing he can't conquer. Obviously, it's got Jay Allen on board for the jockey. So I think, Allen should get him over for the win, if not the place. But when you're up against other horses like number 3, Grey Worm, who's got barrier 9, who could surprise you in a race and potentially win or get a place. And also I've got number 8, Bam's on Fire. Gee, he could heat up the track at Caulfield. Barrier 15, Jamie Carr on board. Now, in 2020, it used to race at Caulfield, and then they moved him off to Eagle Farm and other racetracks, Now, it's taken away from Caulfield, so hopefully it finds its footing and can get a win or at least a place. Obviously, being taken away from a track that you're used to, it sets you in a different mindset and different form. So hopefully it gets back to its winning form at Caulfield, which we saw a lot of in 2020. Race 9 is the Jeff Murphy Handicap race. I've only got 1 horse, and it's number 10, Re-Edit. Barrier 3, Jamie Carr on board. Currently backed at a nice $4.50. Now, it used to race at Flemington, but Re-Edit. Now, I'm not sure if it's ever raced at Caulfield, because I look at its past form and results, and I'm just seeing Flemington and a whole bunch of other racetracks, and I'm not seeing Caulfield. So hopefully it's used to this track and gets used to it and might even get the win today. Let's move off to Royal Randwick, and we'll start off with race 6, the Vinery Stud Stakes. It's a 2,000 metre, and I've only got 1 horse, and it's number 1, Personal. Barrier 10, James McDonald on board. It's a lovely filly. Gee, she's a wonderful horse, and it's currently backed at $5. So that's my pick for the race 6, and it's number 1, Personal. I think she needs to swoop him. Currently at the 500, 400 metre mark. That's currently what I'm thinking. If it could stay in the middle of the pack maybe and go from there, but I want to see it push out to the right and swoop around the straight, I think, to get a strong win. Moving off now to the race 7, which is H.E. Tancred Stakes, the 2,040 metre race at Royal Randwick today. Now, number 3, the Chosen One, barrier 14, wide barrier, but with Hugh Bowman on board, I think it could get a place or even the win. It's a wonderful 5-year-old colt. Or you've got number 5, Sound, the big fella. And gee, you want to see that solid black colour streaming down the straight to get a nice big win. It's got barrier 8, Craig Williams on board. It's a massive roughie, currently backed at $26. Yes, $26. So, geez, that's a lot of money if it wins. He's an 8-year-old stallion. He's old, but he's wise and he's strong. So hopefully he gets a strong win today. It's going to be hard to go past number 13, Toffee Tongue, barrier 2, Tom Marquand on board. Now, won in the Sky High Stakes on the 13th of March. And it was a 2,000 metre, so hopefully maybe Toffee Tongue gets up. And now I've left him out. It's number 9, and it's Angel of Truth. But there's my trifecta, 3, 5 and 13. Number 9, Angel of Truth, is kind of my side pick. And it's barrier 5, Kieran McAvoy on board. It won in the Randwick Stakes. No, it didn't, excuse me. It finished 3rd in the Randwick Stakes. Gee, it would have been good if it won, which was a 2,000 metre. Now, Angel of Truth, up and down form, but lately it's been up, and she's been getting the places or wins. She's been up there, whether it is 3rd, 2nd or 1st. And watch out for her in this race. And it's currently backed at a solid $8, so that's pretty good odds. That's what I think anyway. Race 8 is the last race I look at. It's the Doncaster Prelude, 1,500 metre. I've got number 5, Buffalo River, barrier 10, James McDonald on board. My eyes straight away went to Buffalo River. Now, its form has been slightly going down lately in my perspective. Obviously, I'd say the end of last year, it's been winning solid wins, mainly at Caulfield and Flemington with Jamie Carr on board. But, hopefully James McDonald gets a win today, and you never know what could happen. Gee, there's a lot of races that we looked at today, and, it's the Easter edition, so hopefully it's a good one. You look at these races, there's a lot of Melbourne Cup horses, because they're used to running that 3,000 metre or above distance, and they're running the 2,000 metre today. So hopefully they can shorten their sprint and maybe get a win. Now, all the Melbourne Cup horses, well, most of them, they're roughies. You look at them. Besides Persean, who's the favourite, Vow and Declare, Constantinople, Sound. You've also got the Chosen One, Mirage Dancers at Royal Randwick as well. So there's a variety of horses, good horses, and it's all leading up to a great day of racing. Guys, if you are taking punt, good luck, and as always, gamble responsibly.